Hello everybody, Dr. Darok here, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Let's Play Project Ozone. Now on today's episode, I'm going to be doing the beginning phase of implementing something that was suggested by one of my favorite commenters, Brian's Mech, who loves to leave super long, detailed, and epic plans for how to do things, and really cuts back on my research time a lot, and lets me get my videos out a little bit faster. So yeah, thanks. Big shout out straight up front to Brian for that. You guys, I think you're gonna love this. Now, I don't yet have the resources to implement the entire suggestion yet, but I will. I will eventually. It hopefully shouldn't be too long before I actually can implement the rest of the suggestions. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start here. Can I think I tested this already. Can I use vein miner with stuff I punch? No. I need to get something. I guess I'll use a crook here. I'm gonna get rid of some of these leaves here and make myself some string. Then I'm gonna make another crook. But yeah, basically I'm going to be making some automatic sieving and processing cobblestone automatically into gravel and sand. Now, that's as far as I'll be able to get today with the materials that I've gathered, and it actually took me, oh boy, quite a while. I'm not really sure when I started doing this. It's probably been an hour, though, that I've been doing this, although some of that was paused time with research going on. So, yeah, I hope you guys are prepared for something super epic, because this is going to be awesome in my opinion, and I just hope that you guys feel the same way. So, I'm going to make some crooks here real quick, and we're going to take down all these leaves. There we go. Okay. Just like this. Hold on, let's do this. I went ahead and had these, yeah, this one's almost empty now. Goodbye! Why? I don't know. But yeah, see, now I've got plenty of string, which is good, because I'll need a little bit of string. Oh, that's kind of neat. But I'm gonna take this down too while I'm at it. Boom. Okay. And, I guess the way I'm gonna do this, I've got to find some place to build off of. And I think that this way is probably the best way to go. So we're going to build this direction a little bit. And I'm going to start putting this cobblestone to use, because this better barrel here, totally full of cobblestone. I've got no space left in which to, no space in it left to fill. So yeah, hopefully here we're gonna make some awesome stuff happen. You guys, I think, will absolutely love this. So, do I have my builder's wand? No. I'm gonna need that for the sake of making things go quickly. Yes. Anyways, I was saying something about how you might have noticed, if you were paying attention to the day that I was on last time I quit, that I've probably played 8 or 9 Minecraft days, or maybe even longer, since the end of the last video. That's because I had to do some sieving. I had to get some materials. I've got a whole bunch of materials sitting in here waiting to be used for this project. Okay? And yeah, I really hope that you guys like what I've got in store for you, because it is indeed going to be something. I don't know what yet. It'll be something though, and I think you guys will like it. So we're just gonna grab a whole bunch of cobblestone and start building stuff over here. Now, basically, I'm gonna extend my platform out, and using the shift key here, I hope will keep me from falling. But I guess you can never be too sure. So we're gonna, I guess, just keep going this direction for now. I need plenty of space to make this happen the right way. All right, there we go. Am I out of... Oh, I used all my cobblestone already. Let's grab a couple stacks of cobblestone. There we go. That should help for a little bit. That'll do the trick. That'll do the trick. Yeah. Okay. So, also, I think I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to replace most of this fence here. Not all of it, though. But I think for now... Let's see here. How much of this fence do I need to replace? I'm going to get rid of the fence all the way down to, like, here. There we go. And then now I can just do this. Boom. Okay. There we go. Very good. Oh, that's quick. I like vein miner. Ugh. I don't know how I I don't know how I never found vein miner before, how I never used it, because it is super useful. Okay. So as you can see, I'm expanding my platform here. This is how we're starting today. I hope you guys are ready for this, because this is gonna be a lot of what I do here at the beginning of this. But yeah. This is gonna be good, though. You guys are gonna like this. I promise. I promise this will be epic and amazing. Both epic and amazing. So yeah, okay, there we go. That's good for now, sort of. I think. Is that gonna be good? I don't know. Maybe I should err on the side of caution here, and build it out a few more blocks or so, just to be sure. There we go. All right. It's not like I don't have enough cobblestone. I can build this out as far as I need to. Look, this is full again before I could even use what I had already mined there, or taken out, I suppose. I didn't really mine it. I haven't mined anything, in fact, to be quite to be accurate. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what we're doing there. Now, I want to talk about something while I'm doing this stuff, because it's going to take me a while to get all this stuff done. So I need a topic for today, and I think I don't usually talk about things that are even remotely political on my Minecraft channel here, but I do want to mention something. And that is what's going on with Apple right now, and this court order. And I know that a month from now, this probably won't be topical to a lot of people anymore. But yeah, there's this thing going on where Apple has been ordered by a judge to decrypt a phone that belonged to one of the San Bernardino terrorist shooters that killed 14 people. And... you know, on the face of it, a lot of people would look at that and be like, okay, yeah, Apple should probably do that because, hello, it's terrorism. Why wouldn't you do that? But there's a little bit more to it than that a lot of people aren't talking about in the media. I mean, if you go to any good tech website, okay, they'll agree with Apple here. But... basically, Apple is refusing to comply with the order because the judge's order has a whole lot of different things that they need to do, such as, for example, they've got to bypass the timer, the time delay on this phone. They basically have to write a program, a new version of the iOS, maybe even, that can be loaded onto the phone. To bypass the timer on the phone, like whenever you enter in your code wrong, there's a timer after a couple of wrong tries before you can try again, okay? Now, the other thing is that if you enter your code wrong 10 times, it wipes everything on the phone, okay? So I think it's the Department of Justice. I don't have any of the news articles in front of me right now, but I think it's the Department of Justice that's ordering this, or took them to court to get them to do this anyways. So yeah, the other thing that they are forcing Apple to do is basically to allow for digital input of attempted passwords, so they, so they can just feed digitally whatever code they want to try, and also to remove the delay and to remove the power, the whole after 10 tries you're done thing. They want all that stuff gone, and they want to basically brute force hack the iPhone and get into it. Now, I'm sure that if Apple had the ability to do it, they would much rather have Apple take the easy route and simply decrypt all of the encrypted information on the phone. But it doesn't quite work that way. Now, being in the IT field and knowing plenty about computers, I happen to know that you can't just decrypt something that's encrypted. It's encrypted with a key, and you have to know the key in order to decrypt the information. And the key is basically the passcode that you lock your phone with, to put it simply. So until they put the right code in to unlock the phone, they can't get any of the information on the phone, like the contacts of the shooter or any of that stuff. And Apple's basically just saying, no, we're not going to do that, because this can be reused. It can be used to basically get the same information from anybody's phone. If we did this once, you'd be able to get the secure encrypted data from anybody's phone, with or without a court order. And I agree with Apple on this. First of all, the court is ordering them to do work, to develop a brand new product, essentially, that does not exist, and not be paid for it. So first of all, there's $1 million worth of research and development that they're not even going to get reimbursed for, to start with. I'm doing this autonomous activator here. Hang on. Autonomous. And the thing is that that's just not right, first of all. Okay. Do you know what it's called when you force somebody to do work for you without paying them? That's called slavery. That's not something we do in America anymore. It's been more than 100 years since we've done that in America. That's over. It's long gone. Okay, we don't enslave people. Okay, and that's just totally inappropriate, in my opinion. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this all video or anything. And I'm gonna try and not get into any of the more ridiculous political things that you guys might not want to know about, or maybe aren't relevant to you. But I mean, heck, Apple's a global company, so even if you're not in the United States, I think you would want to have a heads up that, maybe the United States government, if they grab your phone, would be able to just get the stuff out of it, if this happened. So that's why Apple is saying, no way, Jose, not doing this stuff, and I think it's a good move on their part. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. If you want more information about the whole story, you can Google it and stuff, because right now I'm slowing down my progress because I'm talking about this thing. Okay, but yeah, that's a thing that's in the news. It's kind of political related, but I don't really like to talk about politics on my channel, so I debated a lot about whether I was going to discuss it or not. But there you have it. Okay, guys, so with all that stuff out of the way, I'm going to make these autonomous activators, and I'm going to make 2 to start with, because that will also allow me to complete this quest right here. 2 autonomous activators. Okay, so I'm going to need to make tin gears and chests and redstone reception coils. And none of those things are very hard, except I don't actually have tin yet. So I'm going to make some tin, just like this. We're going to go put this powdered tin ore here into the smeltery so as to process it in the most efficient possible manner. All right. There we go. Oh, hello. I'm being shot at. Who do you think you are, Mr. Skeleton Guy? Boy, oh boy. Ugh. The audacity. The audacity. Okay. So that worked, right? This is cooking those? Okay, good. So, I've got a chest over here that has an ingot cast. And we're going to get some tin ingots here shortly. But aside from that, am I going to need more tin ingots than that? Hold on, let's see here. For one minimally efficient line processing, only gravel, 8 tin. Nope, and that's just for, I think just for the autonomous activators. Maybe not. I really don't know. But I guess I'll have to figure that out. Let's see here. No, that might be for something else. I need autonomous activator, hopper, pulverizer, auto packager, and powered furnace, according to Brian's plans. And I'm going to try to match Brian's plans at least somewhat closely. But I have got more tin ore here. And I know it would be technically slightly more efficient if I were to take this tin ore gravel and break it down into, you know, like sand and then powder and stuff. But I'm just not worried about that today. So, yeah. The other thing that I'm going to need, by the way, is a single gold ore, well, I guess 2 gold ingots to make these redstone reception coils, 2 redstone dust each. So that's 4 redstone dust, 2 gold ores. All right, so hold on. Let me just make sure that gold does not alloy with tin here, because you never know with all these added mods and things exactly what might alloy with what. I know that it alloys with a lot of things, silver and iron, bronze and silver. Okay, good. So I'm gonna, oh, there it is. So I'm gonna pop this gold ore in there as well right now, and we're gonna get started with this. He says I'm gonna need 6 gold ore for just the minimal variety. So we're going to try and do this here. I think I've got enough gold ore. So, yeah. We're going to make some tin. Alright. Because I've got to make tin gears. There we have it. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. So, yeah, I know this is not the fastest thing in the world. But since I did a lot of the resource gathering off screen, I figured it was probably... How did I wind up with 9 molten gold from 3 gold ores? Wait. Hold on a second. Are you telling me that regular gold ore processes into 3 ingots worth of gold in this mod pack? You're kidding me. Where is it? Come on. I probably should have just gone the other... It does! Wow! Okay. Well, you learn something new every day, huh? Okay. Well, there's a block of gold. Ta-da! Entire block of gold. Yeah! Okay. So, that is awesome. I am super excited about that, as you can tell from randomly bursting into semi-song. It wasn't very song-like. But boy, oh boy, that made me very happy just now. I have more gold than I thought I did. Okay, so now I've got all the things that I need, except for the chests, which I'll make right now. 1, 2 chests. All right, very good. So we're gonna get back in here. I'm gonna take my tin right here. Where's my? I need more iron. Iron. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? So here we go. Tin and iron makes tin gears. Oh wait, I think I'm gonna need more than that. Do I need 2 tin gears for the autonomous activator? Autonomous activator. I do. I do need 2 tin gears. Okay, so, is that a thing? Okay, yes it is. I could do a gear cast if I so desired, and just pour tin in there rather than using tin and iron. But really, the iron is not the thing that's currently holding me back. Right now, the thing that's currently holding me back is not having quite enough tin, and that is kind of unfortunate, because I'm gonna need 2 more tin ingots. So maybe I should have done the more efficient processing method, because then maybe I could have, let's see here, hold on. Tin. No. Tin ore. Aha, perfect, good. There we go. Tin ore gravel. Perfect. So that should make 4 more tin ingots, and then we'll be good to go. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna make these redstone, reception coils, I think. We're gonna break down my block of gold first. We're gonna take 2, 2, and 2, and make redstone reception coils. Okay, very good. This is not bad. We're doing a pretty good job here. Okay, so now with more tin, and honestly, I think I should set up like a redstone circuit or something so that I can have these things automatically pour out whenever they're done smelting in the furnace here. That way I don't have to manually remove them or anything, but for now this works. That's not an upgrade that I'm at liberty to perform today, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with it the way it is. So here we go. 2 more tin gears. So let's now take the tin gears and do this, the chest and do that, some pistons and do this, and redstone reception coils, and now I've got 2 autonomous activators. So this task is completed. Let's go ahead and see. I don't know why it forces me to choose a reward bag, because they all say good. They're all good level reward bags, which means that it's not like I'm Basal's rod. What is this? What even is that? Thermal foundation. Uses. Basal's powder. Okay, from thermal I've never heard of it before. Oh, there's a chance to get pulverized obsidian if I process it in a pulverizer, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know what this Basal's powder is for, but it has a similar animation to what the blaze powder has. So, let's see here. Petrothium. So that is like pyrotheum, maybe? What is this? I don't even know what this is. It can be melted down in a magma crucible into tectonic petrothium. What? This is crazy. Okay, I can't get distracted with that right now, but that's probably a decent reward. I don't know. It might be or it might not be. Also, in the time that it took me to prepare with these materials, I've just been reminded I found some loot bags, and I held back from opening them for you guys' sake, just so that we can see so that we can, experience the joy together of opening them. So here we go. Let's see. Holy smokes, what is this? Okay, there's rubber saplings, mega rubber saplings. I'm gonna grab those. This ender pearl dust is pretty cool. That's for portal gun. I forget what it does, but it's for something in portal gun. Unknown dimlet from RF tools. I don't know what a dimlet is, but that's gotta be cool, right? And more item turrets. So I'm gonna leave this bucket in there and put this back in, and then we're gonna go to the next loot bag, which contains just an inscriber name press. And I think I'm just gonna leave this one in here the way it is. So it's time to test something. I was told that if I take 4 of these loot bags, put them in here, it will become an uncommon loot bag with brand new loot. So we're going to try this one too while we're here. Tough alloy leggings. Hey, what a coincidence! I don't have legs yet. Okay, that's cool. Mana steel. Oh, yes. That's awesome. I'm happy about the mana steel. I already have one of these jailer's safari nets. I don't know. I'm not even sure if those are single use or multi-use, but it's probably more valuable than a single Certus Quartz dust, so I'm gonna take that. And there we have some more loots, guys. Tough alloy leggings from Nuclear Craft. That's neat. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm pretty happy about that. And these mega rubber saplings, I bet, are really awesome. Although, I don't know, I've never used mega saplings before, but they probably have something cool going on there. Alright. So, I'll put these over here in my sapling area. I'm actually going to move this too over to my sapling area. Alright. And then let's... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. That was a mistake. Didn't I put something else up there too? I don't see it though, whatever it was. Maybe I'm blind. Okay, whatever. No worries. So here's what I'm gonna do. Grab these other loot bags. Let's check out what's in these. This contains just a Lexica Botania, and I'm gonna leave that the way it is. This contains a conduit probe and more ender pearl dust. So we're gonna do this and leave it there. And this contains 2 wheat. Really? That's an uncommon loot bag. Contains 2 wheat. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, that was interesting, guys. Also, you may be interested in the fact that I did a little bit of farming in between episodes too. Every time I noticed that there were a bunch of these grown all the way, I went ahead and came over here and harvested them, just because, you know, you don't want your farm all the way grown and not producing anything, right? You know, might as well harvest these thingamajigs and then replant the doodads and stick all this other stuff back in the chest. All right, very good. So now we're gonna move on and do the next thing. But I'm actually going to check this quest book first and see if it gave me any new quests to do. The automatic sieving quest. Oh, okay. Recommended for automated for sieving. I don't think that's proper grammar, but that's okay. I'll overlook it. So it wants me to craft an automatic sieve, a speed upgrade, and a fortune upgrade. And that does not, let's see here. That does not seem easy. Fortune upgrade. Okay, that's with a diamond and electrum nuggets and invar, or vibrant alloy nuggets and redstone alloy. And I just do not think I want to. I just don't think I want to make that. That almost sounds like a waste of a diamond. Plus, the automatic sieve is essentially going to be not necessary with these autonomous activators. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come over here. I'm going to place 2 autonomous activators into the world. Let's see here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, I've got enough. I've got plenty of space here. So I'm gonna do it like this, so they're facing up. Okay. And you can see redstone control needs to be ignored. Configuration, that looks good, I guess. I think that's right. Right click. Whatever. That's all. I guess it's all the same. Aim level, aim high, aim low. Okay, that's interesting. Augmentation. What are these? I don't know what these do. Oh, okay. And then I guess it's set to right click. Not sneaking. Yeah, okay. Not sneaking. Okay, very good. So just on placing them, it seems that they're configured the correct way. Although I'm not 100% sure about that. But whatever, basically. So here's what I want to do next. Okay, I want to make a couple of sieves. Now, if you'll recall, the sieve is made just like, oh look, I could make them out of different woods if I had any. As you'll recall, sieve is made 2 sticks, 2 silk mesh, 4 wood planks. Okay, and that's why I had the tree fully infested there, was so that I could make some silk mesh to make some sieves with. There we go, that's enough. And then let's see, we're gonna need sticks. I'm just gonna make a whole bunch because why not? 2. We're gonna need silk mesh, and we're gonna need planks. All right, there we have it. A couple of oak sieves. Okay. Now here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna place these sieves here. Okay. And you are about to see something that might blow your mind. So just fair warning. Okay. I'm gonna take some. Let's take some gravel. Do I have some gravel laying around somewhere? No, let's do dirt, I guess. I'm gonna take some dirt, just because. And I'm gonna put dirt in this. Now, I can pump items into this through pipes. So I'm just gonna put dirt in the autonomous activator. Right? And it's not working. It's not doing the thing. I'm not really sure. Oh, it does need redstone flux. Interesting. So in my research, it doesn't say that these need redstone flux, but that's okay. Since they do need redstone flux, I'm gonna have to put down something that can give them redstone flux, I guess. Which I don't know if I need wire for this or not. So let's just, oh, there we go. It's doing the thing. Look at this. Okay, so as you can see, the autonomous activator, now powered, is actually automatically sieving dirt. Now, that's the only reason it's sieving dirt is because that's what I fed it, was dirt. But yeah, so that is the thing. Now I've got some seeds here that I could make into stuff. How's this? Is this? No, it's not going that slow. Okay, so now what I could do, theoretically, is I could probably use one of these solar generators to power both of these autonomous activators if I had some cable, redstone capable cable, but I'm not that worried about it, basically, to make a long story short, and neither should you be. So there we go. Free cobblestone. Not that, like, I don't have enough or something already. So there is that. That's that. And that's how we do it. So what's the next thing that I want to do? Well, in all honesty, I have some transfer pipe over here still, don't I? Just sitting in a chest somewhere, like over here or over here. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, look! I've already got heavy aluminum wire. I got it from a bag. I almost forgot. A reward bag. I think I got that from, if I recall correctly. So okay. Didn't even think about that. Hey. Okay, but what I'm going for right now. Oh, look! I've got powdered tin and copper sitting in here too somehow. I guess I'm gonna put these over here, just in case I find a use for them. So let's see here. I'm gonna need some of this copper. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 16 copper ore dust. And I'm also going to do this iron. So we're gonna make all this iron into iron ore gravel. And those don't react, do they? Those don't alloy. I don't believe so. Copper and iron? No way. Copper and aluminum, copper and tin, Copper and liquid redstone, but not copper and iron. Okay, good. Very good. Ideal, in fact, I would say. So I'll put all that stuff into my smeltery, and we'll just let the smeltery do its smeltering. Smeltering. I just made up a word. And yeah. So here's how I'm gonna end up doing this in the end. I'm going to find a way to take this cobblestone here and send it into a pulverizer. Now, this is going to require me to make a pulverizer, which I'm going to need a machine frame, 2 copper gears, another redstone reception coil, 2 flint, another piston, and a machine frame. Now, the basic machine frame, I'm going to wait till it comes all the way around here. Resonant, basic. Basic machine frame is going to be a tin gear and 4 iron ingots and glass. So I'm gonna need more tin still, but I can't process any more tin yet until I have extracted the copper. So you're gonna have to give me a minute here. All this stuff is good. There's 32 copper and 28 iron. I'm gonna do the iron first. Hello. I see a creeper. Is there a skeleton in there, Mr. Creeper? Hi there, Mr. Creeper. I hear a skeleton. Where's the skeleton? Come on, Mr. Skeleton. Whoa! Okay. Well, or that could happen. Huh. Not exactly what I was planning, but yeah, sure. So anyways, with 28 iron in here, that is going to mean that I can just dish out a few blocks here. We're gonna dish out some blocks of iron. Boom. How much is left? 19. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and this. There we go, and that should be all the iron I need. There we go. So yeah, basically, what I was getting at before I got distracted. I'm gonna be making this into essentially an assembly line that is going to allow me to turn cobblestone from my cobblestone generator into various things, lots and lots of various things. In fact, if you want to be specific, tons of various things. So let's see here. I'm gonna need to take 5 of these out as ingots and do 3 blocks. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 more ingots and 2 more blocks. Alrighty. And so basically, and you know, the only reason I'm processing so much copper right now is because I figured I'd process all of it in one go, you know? Might as well, right? That's the most efficient way to do it. So, anyways, we're gonna be making this happen here, and it's gonna be amazing. But, I don't want to get into all the specifics, because I am going to have to expand it later after I start using this system to get me more resources. I'm going to have to expand it. Okay. But I think you guys are really going to like the way that this works out, because to me it sounds like the best way to do this. It just sounds brilliant. Nom 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 the toast. Nom 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 the toast. Okay, there we go. So... oh, hey, the hum. Do you hear you probably can't over the background music. Hey, me, in the future, when I'm editing. Mute the background music right here. Ah, the hum of solar generation. So, yeah, both of these are full, it looks like. No, actually, they're not full. And the reason is because they continue to use redstone flux to do their right-clicking even when there's nothing in there to right-click. They're just clicking on the block. You know, boom, boom. It's not going to do anything, obviously, but that's what they're doing. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to do this while I was over here. Ta-da! Okay. I don't have a crafting table over here. Strange. Alrighty. So, I guess what I'm gonna do, come this direction, we're going to make a crafting table for over there, because it'll be convenient to have one. There we go, crafting table. I can also get rid of this Minicio essence and this extra string I don't need, and these bones. Alright. Awesome sauce. We are getting there, guys. I know this is a long journey here that we're embarking on, but once we come to the grand conclusion of said journey, it will all have been worth it. So hang in with me, and we're gonna make an awesome thing. I just wanted to do all of the stuff making, alright, and the processing and stuff during the video, since I did all of the gathering out of the video, basically. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take another gold ingot and make, there we go, redstone thingamajig. We're gonna take this and do this and make a tin gear. Okay. And then we're gonna do this, and boom, and make some copper gears. Then, what else do I need? Flint. And a machine frame. Right, I forget, what was in the machine frame again? Oh yeah, that's where I need the tin gear for. Yes, tin gear, 4 iron ingots, 4 glass. Okay. Tin gear, 4 iron ingots, 4 glass. I have glass. It's right here. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's right. So, tin gear, iron ingots, and glass. Perfect. There's a machine frame, basic machine frame. So, let's put this in here. These, piston, this, and some flint. Alright, and I'm gonna need to make more of these. In fact, I'm gonna need to make about 5 more of these in the end. And you guys will understand soon enough why that is. But first, I don't really like the placement of my better barrel here is gonna make things quite difficult. So, we're actually going to do a thing right now. I'm gonna make a dolly. There we have it. And with this dolly, I will be able to pick up and move my better barrel. However, I'm gonna break this transfer pipe first, going back here, because I'm gonna want to lead it the other direction. Long story short. Do I have all this? Where did the other transfer pipe go? Did it disappear? I just lost one. Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to place this here. Wait, there. Okay, perfect. And then get rid of this. Place this here. Let's put that there. All right, now I'm just gonna lead this out as far as I can, to be honest with you, and deal with the consequences later. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up with this dolly, but it's so heavy that I'm slowed down, and I'm gonna place it right here. Ta-da! Everything is still effective. Okay, very good. With this dolly being used... Oh, whoops. No, I don't want to pick up the... That's another thing I can use it for, though, is to pick up and move chests. Just like this. I could do that. And then you see whatever's in that part of the chest is still in that part, etc., etc. Pretty cool tool and that's the first time I've used it. I just happen to know how they're used because I did research on them in the past. Okay, so this transfer pipe is kind of annoying because it's in the way of me going that way if I want, but that's okay. We'll get that all figured out. There's a couple more things that I want to make here in order to make all this work. First of all, I'm going to have to extract the cobblestone from my better barrel somehow. Now, I could have probably just ran this transfer pipe straight into whatever else I'm trying to use, which actually I might do still. You know what? That's probably a better way of doing it than how I'm doing it now. So let me pick this up. I'm gonna move it to here. There we go. And leave. I think I'm not sure if this will work, but I hope it will. So I'm basically just gonna put the pulverizer right here. And oh, there we go. Whole stack of cobblestone stuck in my pulverizer. Awesome sauce. Okay, so now basically what I want is to split up my two outputs here. And so I'm going to go to the configuration. The back one is this. There we go. And so now I've got the red coming out of one and the yellow coming out of another. Now if I made it orange, both would go out of there. But I don't want both on one thing. I actually want them separate. Okay? And you'll see why momentarily. So the final thing, I'm going to need to grab, let's see, I'm going to grab cobblestone and stone transport pipes. But I don't think I have quite enough. I've got plenty of one, but maybe not enough of the other. So, you know what? I'm also going to move this again. It's right there. Now, the other thing I'm gonna do is change this red here, which I think is this one, into blue. And that will allow it to be a power input as well, you see. So as you can see, I'm now putting power into the pulverizer here. Solar generator is not even losing power, is it? It wasn't. Oh, it's filling back up just as quickly as it's losing it, so that's cool. But none is going into the pulverizer, and I'm a little confused as to why. So maybe this isn't the most effective way to do that. I need to go grab a pickaxe real quick. Move this. I didn't test this stuff before I put it in, because I just totally 100% trust Brian's judgment on what is the best way to do this stuff, because this is to me, it just sounds like the best idea ever whenever Brian explains it. So yeah, I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. What about if I do it from the front here? Is this gonna work? It doesn't appear to. Oh, hey, look. It actually did one gravel, so that's kind of cool. Alright. So, I want to move... I want to turn... Can I use the dolly on this? No. Alright. Fine. You win. I'll make a wrench. Let's see here. Wrench. I guess I'll make the crescent hammer, which is going to be 3 iron and 1 tin. Do I have any tin? No. So what about a regular wrench? That's a stone gear. Okay. Do I want that, though? Or do I want something else? Whoa. Flux-infused Omni wrench. Cool. Okay, nether quartz wrench, Certus quartz wrench. That's probably... That's pretty useful, and I've got the materials for it. Okay, that should work, I hope. If it doesn't, then boy oh boy, I'm about to waste all of my Certus quartz, but I think it'll work. So here we go. Let's there we go. Perfect. Okay, but I actually want it over here. And now it appears to be working. Is it working? I really don't know. That's the thing. I really have no idea if this is working the way it's supposed to. Solar generator does not appear to be charging. Apply redstone signal to transmit energy. What? Inventory. My inventory. Apply redstone signal to transmit energy. But these ones are transmitting energy, aren't they? I don't get it. I'm a little confused, to be honest with you. So... Okay, this is definitely receiving enough power to occasionally be doing pulverizing. There we go. Okay. The thing isn't filling up here, so that's what's confusing me, I guess. The interface is a little weird. But that's alright. I think this is going to be good enough for now. Although, I still have to change these sides again. So let's see, this side, let's see here, hold on, side on the right, here needs to be red. Okay, very good. So I'm going to use stone transport pipe and cobblestone transport pipe. The reason I'm using these is because, whoops, oh come on now. They won't interface with each other, long story short. And I'm going to have to change the way this is piped later, at a later point in time. But for now, this will work. So let's see here. Hold on. Let's put this gravel in here and let this do the thing. And then I'm going to take this and just do pretty much the same pattern over here, but I ran out. So I'm going to grab this stone that I cooked up beforehand. I'm going to grab one that I prepared earlier. And come over here, take 2 stone and 2 glass, and make some more stone pipe. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, the reason I have the 2 separate pipes here, to make a long story short, is because when it's pulverizing cobblestone, it has a chance, 15% chance, to output sand here, in addition to outputting gravel here. Okay. And now it appears to be working at optimal efficiency for what for the setup that I have, anyways. So yeah, that's good news. That is good news. Now, I've got all these items going all over the place, and we don't actually want that. What we really want is for the items to go into one place, and for that one place to then gather those items. So here's how we're going to make that happen. I'm going to do this. And then this. All right. There we go. Okay. And so now these items aren't going to be flying everywhere. Okay, but there's still a little bit more that I've got to get done. Oh, come on. Come on. What is this? I misclicked. I've still got this cobblestone, or this friggin', what is it called? Obsidian. I've still got this obsidian sitting here, just taunting me, like, hey, are you gonna ever mind me? Guess what? You don't have a diamond pickaxe yet, noob. Ay. Obsidian taunts. Okay, so here's another thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make 2 chests. There we go. Now, the first chest, I am going to use some iron here, and I'm going to make it into a hopper. The second chest, I am going to also use iron, but I'm actually going to turn it into an iron chest. And long story short, that is because I need something with a nice big internal inventory. Okay. This is crazy already. Now, the iron chest does not actually have a big enough internal inventory to handle this flawlessly. That's disappointing, to put it simply. But, you know, hey, we'll get over that. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not right. This is not what I meant to do. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Take down the hopper. I'm going to put my iron chest right here. Okay, there we go. We're going to put this and this, that and that. All right. And then I need the hopper facing into the chest. Okay. I need just one more little component, and the most basic possible version of what Brian has suggested to me will finally be done and ready for action. Now, there's a lot of other things that I can add to this to make it better. For example, I can add machines that will allow me to automatically package the items, the ores here. Hey, look, a diamond. Very cool. So I'm going to put some water here, and it's just going to push everything over into the hopper. And then as these process items, there we go. Hey, look, there's sand. See, I told you it happens sometimes. There's another one coming. This is pretty cool. I like this. So this is very low maintenance. Oh, of course, right. I put cobblestone over those. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna have to replace the cobblestone on one side here with glass. There we go. Okay, perfect, I guess. And then, just to prevent things from getting kicked out onto the side here, I'm going to go ahead and cover the water channel with glass as well. But since it is glass, I can see in there. Oh, that was so cool! I love this. This is amazing. Look, I already have emeralds and diamonds. But here's the thing. This chest is going to get filled up way too fast. This is not going to be a self-sustaining system. It's going to get clogged up in basically no time flat. All right. And so that's something that we're going to tackle on the next episode. Hopefully this is going to accumulate a lot of gold ore. In the meantime, I'm probably going to have to find some way to siphon off items that I don't really want and just make them disappear. Because until I get enough gold ore here to upgrade this iron chest to a gold chest, I'm just not going to have the ability to do much else. Oh, hey, look, I've got some gold ore here, but it is going to make enough, isn't it? I guess I can make a gold chest, and that'll be better than the iron chest. It'll help a little bit, but considering that it's processing both sand and gravel, it is probably still not going to last very long. It is essentially just a buffer between this and the next step of the process, which we're also going to handle on the next episode. I like the fact that I have diamonds and emeralds in here. Look at this. I've got a bunch of iron already. Uh-oh. I'm accidentally grabbing items by being too close. Great. That's clearly not a broken system at all. Now, if you know anything about water in Minecraft, you'll know that I can extend this all the way out 7 blocks, and on the 7th block have the hopper, which means that I can have a total of 6 activators and sieves along the way, making this entire process, giving it much more power, I suppose I should say. But yeah, that's basically that. There's not much else to say about it, really. As you can see, the autonomous activator here is working on some gravel right now in the sieve. Maybe I can I help it by right-clicking too? All right. Baller. And so, yeah, there's definitely this is definitely a good thing. I'm super proud that I managed to get just this far. However, obviously, we're going to have to take that to completion and finish the rest of the build. So, looking forward to seeing you guys again next time. I can't wait to show you what the next steps are in building this thing, which is just going to be awesome. And thanks so much for watching today. By the way, just in case you haven't heard me mention it any of the million times I've already mentioned it, okay, I do have a Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, and you'll know behind-the-scenes things about when my next video is coming out. And, you know, I send out an automated tweet through YouTube every time I upload a video. You guys can also talk to me there reliably. I mean, if you, like, ask me a question that's related to what I'm doing in a series, or you suggest something about a series, then I'll probably answer you. So yeah, that's on the screen right now, at DocMindsALot. And follow me on the Twitters. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.